Hello students, we are on a new lesson, organic compound containing nitrogen, and we are now talking about amines. So what are amines? Amines are the organic compounds which are obtained by replacing one or more hydrogen atom of the ammonia molecule, either by alkyl group or aryl group we can take in place of H. They are having a very important part in our life also. So many of the amines can be obtained from the nature, as the case of proteins, vitamins, alkaloids, and hormones. They are having the amine as the basic group in it. Now, there are various synthetic examples also in which amine play a very important role. For example, the polymers, the diesters, and the drugs. Various things are based on NH2 group. Now, there are two very important biologically active compounds, namely adrenaline, which contain both the 2-degree amino group. We will be taking the classification in which we will be knowing about the primary, secondary, and tertiary amino group. And these two biologically important compounds are used to increase the blood pressure. Okay, and then one of the other important amino group is novocaine. Novocaine is also a synthetic amino compound and is used as an anesthetic in the dentistry. So you can understand that how much important these amino groups are there. Now Benadryl, a very well-known syrup. Benadryl is antihistaminic drug which contain tertiary amino group. So we can give it in MCQ type question that name the drug which is having the tertiary amino group and is used as antihistaminic drug, and we will be giving you 4 MCQs based on it. Then you have to identify which of the following is antihistaminic drug and 3-degree in nature. Now, quaternary ammonium salts are also used in surfactant. When we will be doing the chemistry in everyday life, there will be a topic related to cationic and anionic detergent, in which we are going to study about the quaternary ammonium salts also. So this was the starting of the lesson in which we are studying about the introduction and the amino group in our daily life. So now it is the time to do the structure of amines. Nitrogen atom of amine is trivalent and carries an unshared pair of electrons. Okay, the nitrogen orbital in case of amines is sp3 hybridized in nature, but what we can see here is that on 3 sides, when we are talking about amines, on 3 sides there is presence of H, and on the one side there is presence of the lone pair of electron. So there are 3 bond pair and one is the lone pair. And the geometry of ammonia is pyramidal in nature. Although it is sp3 hybridized, but the bond angle is not going to be 109.5 degree. Now in this case, the bond angle is, if we are talking about the trimethylamine, that is on all the 3 sides, it is the methyl group, then in that case the bond angle is a little bit less from 109.5 degree. It is going to be 108 degrees. And there is presence of 1 lone pair and the 3 bond pair. The 4th orbital of nitrogen in all the amines contain an unshared pair of the electrons. So coming to the classification of the amines, when we are talking about the classification of amines, we are replacing the H of the ammonia group by the alkyl or the aryl group. So let us see the first example, that we are having ammonia. Now if we replace one of the H by R, that is we are getting RNH2. So this is known as the 1-degree amine or the primary amine in nature. When we are talking that we have replaced another H from it by the alkyl group, then it becomes R2NH and it is known as 2-degree or secondary amine. Now when we are talking that all the H of ammonia have been replaced, we will be calling it as R3N, and it is the 3-degree or the tertiary amine in nature. So the classification of amines is done on the number of the alkyl groups which have been placed on H by replacing the H of it. Now the third heading of this topic is nomenclature of amines. In common system, when we are talking about the common as well as the IUPAC system, so first the common system. In the common system, an aliphatic amine is named by prefixing alkyl group to the amine, that is alkyl amine, methylamine, ethylamine. We will be calling it as methylamine or ethylamine, simply the alkyl group. For example, CH3NH2, it is the methylamine commonly. But in case of secondary and tertiary amine, when two or more groups are same, if both are same, then in that case we will be using the prefix di or tri along with the name of the alkyl group. Dimethylamine, diethylamine, triethylamine. So we will be using di or tri if all the alkyl groups are same directly with the amine nature. But when we are talking about the IUPAC system, the amines are named as alkanamines. Remember this term. The amines are known as alkanamines, and the name is derived by replacing the E of alkane. Remove E of alkane by what? The word that is amine. Remember, E is going to be replaced by amine. For example, if we have CH3NH2 commonly, which is known as methylamine, we will be calling it as methane, remove E and add amine on it. Okay, it will become methanamine. Now the other case, if more than one amino group is present at different position, more than one amino group is present at different position in the parent chain, then their positions are specified by giving the number on which carbon it is present, because it is necessary to identify the location of the NH2 group, and which can only be represented in the name when we are writing the location along with it. So the prefix such as di, tri can be attached with the number with the name of the amine, but the location has to be specified. Now in that case, the E, remember this thing, the E of the suffix of the hydrocarbon is retained. As in the above example, we have replaced the E by the amine, but in this case we are not going to do such things. For example, let us see one of the example of it. For example, if we are having NH2, CH2, CH2, NH2, then we will be calling it as ethane 1,2-diamine. Now, in case of the arylamine, the NH2 group, that is the aromatic amines we are talking, the NH2 group is directly attached to the benzene ring. For example, if we have taken this, a benzene ring having NH2 group on it, okay, C6H5NH2, it is the simplest arylamine. Now, in the common system, it is given the name aniline. It was given the name aniline, and this name is also accepted by the IUPAC system also. So, while naming arylamine according to the IUPAC system, the suffix E of the arene is replaced by the amine. So, we will be calling it as benzenamine. The E of benzene is replaced, we will be writing as benzene. Now, E is replaced by amine. So, the name becomes benzene amine. Now, let us do certain examples of the nomenclature. This will give us the practice of common as well as the IUPAC name. So, first of all, we will be writing the common name of all of these. The first, CH3NH2, we have just done. We will be calling it as alkylamine. So, the name becomes methylamine. CH3, CH2, NH2, two carbons are there. It becomes ethylamine. Now, in the other case, CH3, CH, NH2, and CH3. If you closely look at this structure, it is isopropylamine. Iso group, then propyl for the 3 carbon, and the common is amine. Now, in the fourth example, on one of the side there is methyl, and on the other side there is presence of ethyl. So, following the name that if they are different in nature, then we will be following the common name as alkylamine. But since both the alkyls are different, then we are also using the term ethyl, methyl, amine. The E alphabet is considered ethyl, methyl, amine. Now, in the fifth case, there is presence of 3 CH3 group on N. Now, in that case, we are going to call it as trimethylamine. Okay, now the sixth example, we can see that on two side there is presence of C2H5, and on the third side there is presence of 4 carbons. So in that case, the naming is done in such a way that the longest one becomes the parent part and the smallest one considered as the branch. Now coming to the sixth one, the sixth example of it, there is presence of 2 ethyl group, and on the one side there is the presence of butyl group. So we will be naming it as NN. The location is NN, diethyl butyl amine. Now coming to a very important structure, NH2, CH2, single bond CH and double bond CH2. This is known as in common as allyl amine. Commonly it is known as allyl amine. Now the eighth example, NH2, CH2 whole 6 and then NH2. Hexamethylene, 6 times. Hexamethylene and NH2 twice there. Diamine. Hexamethylene, diamine. Now in the ninth example, it is cyclohexylamine. Cyclohexyl and then NH2. Cyclohexyl amine. Now we have just done the 10th example, that is the aniline. Okay. Now look at the 11th one, benzene ring with CH2 and NH2. What is this known as? In the common it is known as the benzyl. So we will be calling it as benzyl amine. Now one of the other important example, the 12th one, NH2 and CH3 both are occupying the ortho position with respect to each other. This is known as orthotoluidine. Sometimes such a question come in conversion, so it is meant to identify that what is toluidine structure here. Then the 13th, NH2 and bromo are present at the para position. So the name becomes para bromo aniline. Now in the 14th, there are two CH3 on the N and on the one side there is a benzene ring. When a benzene ring is having NH2, it is aniline. But this time the 2H of the aniline are replaced by the CH3. So it is given the name NN dimethyl aniline. And what about the last one? There are two phenyl groups on the NH. So we will be calling it as diphenyl amine. So this was about the common names. This was what we have done about the common name. Now let us start with the naming in the IUPAC system. We all know that the IUPAC system naming follows alkane, amine. Alkane is removed and the amine is given over here. Alkane amine. One carbon with amine. We are going to call it as methane, remove E and then add amine. 2 carbon, ethane, E removed and then amine. What about the third part? The NH2 is present on the third carbon atom, second carbon atom. So we will be calling it as propane 2 amine. In the fourth one, the one which is having the longest chain is considered as the parent and the other which is having the smallest is considered as the branch. So we are going to call it as N-methyl, okay, and the parent is 2 carbon, N-methyl ethanamine. In the fifth one, all the three are same, methyl, methyl and methyl. So how we can call it as? In this case, the two are considered as the branch, all are same. So we will be calling it as NN dimethyl. And what about the parent? The parent is again amine, methanamine. Let us come to the sixth one, the 2-ethyl and the longest one, the 4 carbon acting as a parent. So we will be calling it as NN diethyl butanamine. Seventh one, the allylamine. Now this time you have to be very particular about the preference. 1, 2 and 3. So we will be calling it as prop 2-ene and 1 amine. Prop 2-ene, 1 amine. Let us consider to the 8th example, which is hexamethylene diamine. The 6 CH2 parts and having the first and the last as the NH2. We will be calling it as hexane. Remember that we are not going to remove E now. Hexane 1,6-diamine. Now the case of cyclohexylamine. So we will be calling it as cyclohexane, removing E and then adding amine. Cyclohexanamine. Coming to the aniline. Aniline in the IUPAC also known as the aniline, but if we give it a very specified name to it, we will be calling it as benzene, removing the E last and then adding amine. Now what about benzylamine? When we are talking about benzylamine, we have to consider, we will be calling it as, now see the location here. On the first number it is phenyl present. 1-phenylmethanamine, or we can simply write as phenyl methana, removing the E, writing the amine. Now in the case of the orthotoluidine, we are going to name it as 2-amino toluene. 2-amino toluene. Okay. Now when we are talking about para-bromoaniline, it is very simple. 4-bromo, either you can call it as aniline or 4-bromo benzenamine. Benzene, removing E and then writing amine. Now in the 14th case, the name given is N-dimethyl benzene amine. In the 15th example, which is diphenylamine, let us give it to the name as 1-phenyl is present on the alkyl on the N part, so we will be calling it as N-phenyl benzenamine. Benzenamine. So this was about the common name and the IUPAC name, but side by side we can also do one more thing here, that we can write the degree also. Okay, we can specify the degree of these also. Let us come to the first example. Now we have started giving the degree to all of these, that is classifying them. So remember a thing, whenever it is NH2, it is 1 degree. Whenever it is NH, it is 2 degree. And whenever it is given the name as N, then it is considered as 3 degree. So the first case, it is CH3NH2, 1 degree. CH3CH2NH2, just look at the NH2 part, it is 1 degree. In the third, it is again NH2, it is 1 degree. In the fourth case, it is NH, it is going to be 2 degree. In the third case, it is again N, 3 alkyl, so it is the 3 degree or tertiary in nature. In the sixth case, again the 3 sides alkyl group, it is 3 degree in nature. In the seventh case, it is again NH2, so it is going to be 1 degree in nature. Now, eighth, both the sides the NH2 are present, so it is again the 1 degree case. What about the ninth one? It is again NH2, it is going to be 1 degree in nature. 10th, aniline, again 1 degree in nature. Benzylamine, again NH2, it is going to be 1 degree. What about the 12th one? The NH2, it is 1 degree. 13th, again NH2, it is 1 degree. 14th, alkyl and phenyl part on 3 sides, so it is going to be 3 degree. And the last one, the diphenylamine, it is going to be the 2 degree case. So till now you have gone through the introduction, the structure, classification and nomenclature. Hope everything must be very clear to you. Revise the things. We will be meeting in the other lecture related to the preparation part of the amines. Till then, do your NCERT questions thoroughly. Good day, goodbye.